Hey, shout out to Maddie. Hey, Maddie.
Go back.
Yeah.
Love you.
If you watch this video, you tell me.
OJ.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
If you
Here we
watch
go.
the video, you can.
So, a sector is a piece of the circle. So if I were to shade in this piece right there, that thing is called a sector, and there's a formula for finding the area of it, which is its area. I'll just give you the formula. Area is n over 360 times pi r squared. In other words, it's a fraction of the area of the circle, where n is, this is the angle, so this is the central angle. Central, Moby's delaying, I think. Moby's getting tired, he's had a lot of use today. This is called the central angle. Central angle. So, is it better for me to do an example of each one and then? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is a sector. So, say they give you a problem like this, where they tell you that this is h, and this is a 90-degree angle, and they say find the area. Could you do that? Find the area? What's n? But that's a 90-degree angle, or a right angle. What's n?
9.
It's 1/4 of.
Yeah, very good. It's 90 over 360 with John. That's 90 360s at pi times what?
R squared.
What's r?
8.
8.
So it's
8
64.
squared. So that's equal to what John said, that reduces to 1/4 of pi times 64. And it's better to keep reducing. How many times is 4 going to 64? Anyone? 16. So exactly, that would be 16 pi. If I plug that into my calculator, that comes out to be about what it comes out to be, okay? So that would be in inches squared. If they say round it to the nearest tenth, you would go 16 times 5, whatever that comes out to be, 15 point something. Okay, that's a sector. Sectors. Questions about sectors? A segment of a circle. That's the next thing. Right? A segment of a circle is what you get if, whoops, why am I going to YouTube? I don't know.
Don't you like
A segment, where'd my tools bar go? Where'd my circles go? Oh, up here. So, a segment of a circle is what I get if I take a chord in a circle and shade between that's not the shader, shade between the chord and the circle, okay? So this piece here is called a segment of a circle. It's like if I took a chord and I cut off that corner of it, and then I could, yeah, that's a segment. And the way you could find a segment, okay, you know, let's pause here a little bit. The circle. And the way that you find the segment of a circle is by, okay, you would find the formula for the area of a segment. Area of a segment is equal to the area, Moby is really having a hard time. It's equal to the area of the sector minus the area of the what?
Triangle.
Very nice. Okay? Stephen sees things very well. Do you guys see where he got that from? Okay? Because if I take this shaded part and subtract this triangle, what I'm going to get left over is that segment. Follow that? okay? And so depending on what they give you, okay, it can be tricky or not so tricky. So let's make this like, let's say that this is 120 degrees right there. Oh, you don't know that yet. Let's do it this way. Let's call this, let's say that this is, ooh, here's a good one. I'm going to make up a really good round. This is 5, and this is 13. Okay? And I say, find the area of, oh, you don't even know that, never mind. 5, 13,
65
and let's say, that doesn't work either. Let's say that this is a 40-degree angle here. Even, no, it couldn't be 40. Let's say it's a 70-degree angle, okay? And let's say that this piece here is, still can't do it. I'll do the original problem that I was going to do. Let's say that this is a 90-degree angle right there, okay? And all you know is that this is 10 centimeters. They say find the area of the, the segment. John, can you tell me how to do that?
Which segment?
This piece right here.
Was it the same thing we just did for the other one?
No, not exactly. How would I find the area of this sector? What's the area of the sector? 90 over 360 times? Times pi times 10 squared. How can I find the area of this triangle right here?
Oh, you find the length of the segment.
You don't need to find the length of this, okay? Very good, because this is a right triangle, right? When two of the sides are at right angles to each other, I can find the area of the triangle by just going 10 times 10 divided by 2, only if it's a right triangle, okay? So the area of this comes out to be 1/4 of 100 pi minus what? What's 10 times 10 divided by 2? 50, which can be simplified to 25 pi minus 50, and this is called an exact answer. This is called exact. And if they want you to put that in terms, round off to the nearest tenth, you round off that to the nearest tenth, but you would write this exactly as 25 pi minus 50, and you can't combine the 25 pi with 50. If you put in your calculator and then came up with a rounded off answer, I think that comes out to be like 78 minus 50, like 38 or so, or 28 or something like that. Okay? But this is an exact answer. Don't forget to put your units, centimeters squared. Okay? So that would be your exact answer. Yes? No? Easy enough?
Maybe so.
Okay. Julio. Don't change the song. Hey! You don't need to change the song. You need to change it. Okay. I like my iPod. It's just like that. Mine was silver though. But I like to have one.
It costs like $5 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
For a store.
Really?
What's
Yeah, just like that's what I do. Instead of like wasting memory on my phone, I buy one of these and then just.
Let's move on. Come on. Sophia needs to get her homework done. Okay? And so does Tess. She has a very, not Tess, Rita. She's got a very busy schedule. Okay? Obviously. Okay? So, this is when you have two concentric circles like that. Okay? This thing here, the shaded region in between those two circles. Okay, now I'm going to have to take that iPod away. The region in between these two circles, that has a name, and that is called an annulus.
Wait, did you ever continue
100%
playing,
sure that's a wheel.
recording yourself?
Annulus, yeah. Okay?
Sure.
That's called an annulus. And the way you find the area of an annulus,
It's a donut.
it's a donut, yes.
A wheel. Get your facts.
If it were a donut, actually,
Do not.
a donut is called something else in 3 dimensions, because a donut has 3 dimensions. What's that
Yeah, but
called?
like
We
a
didn't
donut
calculate.
Is it a glazed?
I forget what it's called, but,
Like a pancake donut.
yeah, but a donut actually has a mathematical name.
Is that a
Okay, can we please continue? Okay. And so if this is radius, sometimes they call this little r, and then I'll call this big R. How would I find the area of the annulus?
Your logical guess.
Who can tell me, give me a formula using big R and little r? Go ahead, John.
First you find the area of the big R. So
Yeah,
big
so it's pi,
big R squared.
big R squared, minus
Pi small r.
what, pi little r squared. And that's all there is to it. Okay? So so a lot of times what they'll give you instead, they'll give you a picture like that looks like this. They'll say that this is from here to here is 3. Okay, from here to here is 3. And from here to here is 2. Okay? And they'll say find the area of the annulus. Okay, who can tell me what I would plug in? Pi what? What's big R?
The 3.
5, right? Because if this is 2 from here to here and 3 to here to here, the big radius is 5 minus pi times 2 squared, right? Which is 25 pi minus 4 pi, which is 21 pi, okay? And if this is inches, that would be inches squared. And that would be an exact answer. If they asked you round it up to the nearest tenth, then you just multiply 21 times 5. I just want to do one more where you go backwards, okay? So say if I have something, so one more problem. And you'll have some time to work, okay? So say I have something that looks like this, and then I have something that looks like this and this, and what you're trying to find in this case is you're trying to find n over here, and I tell you that this is 6 inches, and that this area here, is equal to 14 pi. 14 pi. And I say find n. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Who can tell me how to set that up? Go ahead, Sarah.
When you do 14 pi equals n over 360.
Yes?
Pi 6 squared.
Pi times 6 squared. Okay? And it's really important here that you set up an equation and that you don't have to yell at you anymore. So the way I would do this, make sure you set up an equation and then, okay, and you have the pi's. 6 squared is what? 36. And then what's nice about this one, a lot of times things will disappear, just like with those arc length problems. How many times does 36 go into 360? 11. No, that's wrong. 10, right? So you get n pi over 10 equals 14 pi. What else could I cancel out from both sides?
Pi.
Pi could go away, okay? So I get n equals 10 times 14. You guys see where I got that from? Which is 140 watts. What's the units?
Inches.
No.
Inches.
I'm looking.
Degrees.
N is the angle, right?
Pi.
So 140 degrees, right? Because n is the angle that is.
So
Why is what times? Because I multiply both sides by 10.
Oh.
Right, to get rid of that, right? So n is. So that's about it. That's all you gotta know for this stuff. and now you must do some work. Yeah. What? Winner number, you heard it here on Mr. Reader's Leading Edge Math Geometry channel, okay?